who I am. I won't receive, falling for the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Calling a timeout, they're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos. Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Get it.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Hey, Crash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
They go play action on first down. Buying some time right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Eagles take over first and 10.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Back to throw on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That was Tyleek Williams in on the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds a man right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I can just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Here's a give, left side. And he gets in, touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And it was real close, but they got to him just in time. He's shoved out at the one, and they're denied the 2 points. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is Gibbs on second down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Come on, come on. Hit. Cowboys, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
We go with a design keeper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Go, Reed. Go. Here we go. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lower the deficit to a single possession.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions get it back to within 6. Have it all set as they send this one downfield. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Tackle made right around the 26. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Completed over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
46-yard line.
He takes off with it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
On the move, headed right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he is down to the 30-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss. Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. They're throwing it. Going deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
3rd and long for him here. He's trying to go deep again. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 12. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, he's running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Gotta be riding. Trap 50. Set up. Cup 19. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. Let's go.
They'll throw to start the drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can this offense get it done?
60 by 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Look at that touch, late on a credit for him. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. 18 Rattlers.
Now looking to throw. Swinged in by Jaden Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Go! 19 Tiger. 3.
Back now, pressure coming. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down. Line up the design keeper. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Eagles have it!
Well, he's no longer a quarterback on that play. He's more of a running back. And what's priority number 1 for a good running back? Always ball security. If your number's called, you've got to tuck it away. You can't be giving your opponent any free possessions.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And this Lions will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
From the red zone on first. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Red. Coop Yr 19.
There's a design run. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles both racing them to the halftime locker room.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, it was surprising they even tried it a third time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hurt. Warriors 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer.
Airing it out to start this drive. Cut out left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
79 Broncos.
Second and 10, back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
70 Lions. Go street. Panther 11.
And send a receiver left.
Hey, check that. Street.
Back to pass on first and 10. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, God, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Rattler, 7 Pirates. Check, check. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Come on, come on. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Broncos.
Setting up to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Starting quarterback run here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
70 return. 19 Tigers, 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. Check mash, check mash. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll work against the blitz. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Again to throw on 2nd. Screen here for Gibbs. Shoves him off. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go.
42-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Hey, smash Broncos. Let's go.
He's going to throw it. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Still sticking with the passing game. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Running this one left. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Working now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because they have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. 18. 5 in. They smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go street. Warriors 70. Ready, go.
Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Jack, hurt. Dragon 60. Hurt.
Looking to throw here. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Go, Reed, go. Panther 11, 60 Bellcat, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Entering Cooper takes it away.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He's looking deep once again. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back-to-back carries here. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Bronco 80. Cut 19.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They'll try and punt it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Flush down now to his left. And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60, go Champ, go Champ. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking to guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
They'll throw it here on first. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point.
Ready,
No
break.
luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Sidney Brown makes the play.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He goes to the hurry up here.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some juice on. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep running away with this. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. I'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's gone. Seth Cup will on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to give away a couple here on this 1st down play. The defender there to send him out for a loss. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
60, 70 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down. Looking quickly here. time here. Chased out to his right. Can he call himself? And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 50-yard line.
Pass play coming here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. They give it to him again. He has room past the 25. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Line up the design keeper. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
To the air on third and long. Forced out to his right. And they're not stopping the destruction partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. And no, they faked it. And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching them off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
He's got the squiver. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Dragon 60. 60 Mavericks. Scoop.
Back now, pressure coming. On the move, hit it right. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, I don't know what more to say. Just a dominating effort, really, in every phase. To put up a score like this in this league, it's hard to do. It takes all 3 phases to get it done. And mercifully, well, we're getting closer to the end of this one.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Complete out to the right side. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Gronk is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. He'll put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fields the hard squib kick. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Red. Viking 18. Drop 50. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Pioneer.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Trying to push deep downfield. That one going to go against the D. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down.
Got it. Ready? Go.
Hot quick right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Stephanie! 60 by 6. Hey, smash Broncos! 19 Lions.
From the red zone on 1st. Escape, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has himself 2nd down and 21.
Mustang 19, 70 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd down. Eagles opting to go with a dime here.
Here we go. Bronco 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Viking 18. Underfront. Go Rig, go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3rd and long for him here. This is Reed working the right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Street. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus. A break in discipline. And not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul.
Get up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
1st down. Play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just 1 last play left in this one.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Hey, smash Cougar 19. 18, 5 in. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Nineteen tight. 19 tight.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Eagles make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes eyes on me. You've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying.